Okay, I want you to push today. Give it everything you got. Let's go. Oh, you look like a champion in there. All right, I want to see you kill it today. Let's go in there and crush this. Oh yeah, that's how champions train. All right, let's get in there and move. coming along really well.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, this
Well, Valentina Shevchenko is the greatest women's flyweight of all time, but this #1 contender believes that that distinction one day will belong to her. First order of business, dethroning the champion here tonight.
Yeah, she has to dethrone the champion, and a very good champion. But if confidence is the key, she has a ton of confidence. She believes that she's well prepared to do the unthinkable. No one believes that she's going to get the job done tonight, except for the people that are going to walk to the octagon with her. And in that strength, in that comfort in her team, she believes that she does something special tonight.
And I got to say, though, this is not your mother's...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, we are underway. Here is Thug Rose Namajunas with Trevor Whitman in her corner. She's not afraid to let the fight come to her. Certainly has some first-round finishes to her credit. Angela Hill, UFC 192 comes to mind, but this is a fighter who gets stronger as the fight goes on. We'll see how Namajunas approaches things here in the early going. And there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with. And now she's in mount.
Torres gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. So more output, at least in the early going. Rips the body there for good measure. Oh, there's a takedown attempt. Oh, another vicious combination there. She is picking her apart on the feet.
Picking her apart. Oh, my goodness. This is very difficult to watch. John Anik, give me the play-by-play. You're so good at it, I can't look at this anymore.
All right, so Rose Namajunas now with an entry on a takedown, and she is able to get her opponent down.
She's very good at taking people down, but she's also very tricky, right? You don't think traditional wrestling when you think Rose Namajunas.
I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Oh, high kick.
Massive left hand. Oh, man, shin to the dome. Shades of Valentina Shevchenko against Jessica Eye. I'm not sure how many more head kicks her opponent can take here.
She cannot take any more of these head kicks. The way she is setting it up is very beautiful. Nice mixing of the targets and having a confidence about herself to throw and land that kick with so much force.
Huge connection fire there.
Massive shot, land. How's she gonna try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight?
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Oh, strong series of kicks by her there. It's almost like she throws her feet as if they're two more hands.
I mean, that is crazy. Use every weapon available, and she is using her kicks as her main weapon.
All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing, but down the line, boy, she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. Lead kick is true there by Namajunas.
Another one. She lands on top with a great combo.
And that one certainly found the target.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Torres gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Beautiful body kick land right under the elbow.
Well, the head kick has really been her primary weapon thus far, and her opponent has had no answers for it. I'm really not sure how many more she can take. Just unable to quite find that range. And yet another takedown by Rose Namajunas. so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
How about these two going at it? Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. Oh, great ground strike by her there, and she opened up her opponent now.
Oh, nice.
Torres gets back up. Man, she is just relentless. Unbelievable. 90 seconds to go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. She's still standing.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? Namajunas is swelling now around her jaw, so we'll keep an eye on that storyline as this fight continues, but she has absorbed a lot of strikes to the head thus far. Ooh, diving punch. Oh, big shots raining down. Well, Namajunas is going for an arm here. Oh, that looks wicked tight. Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is, so the submission attempt right at the end of the... All right, she is all smiles as she makes her way back to the stool. DC, a lot of good action there in the previous round, particularly that head kick knockdown. Talk us through it.
She's a really good striker. She does everything so technically on her feet. So you knew when you were watching her land so many strikes low, eventually she would go high, and she did and got that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, our next round is underway, and if you're a UFC fan and this is your first live event after a round like we just saw, you feel like this is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life.
This is the greatest thing you've ever experienced. Nobody could expect these two young ladies to put on that type of round to start the fight.
Fire there, DC, the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad. Oh, beautiful level change.
Well, Namajunas is in half guard now. All right, side control for her now, and you know how heavy she stays with all of that upper body strength. We'll see what she can do from here. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Ooh. Looks like she's got it locked in. Oh, nice transition. Kimura right into the arm belt. Wow, belly down. This could be it. And yet she gets out somehow, someway.
She did a beautiful job of circling back to the armbar, getting her hips all the way across and defending that armbar tip.
we have passed the midpoint of the fight.
That was nice. This is a terrible position.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Rose Namajunas. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. All right, so after a great back-and-forth engagement on the ground, the fighters get back to their feet, and the crowd really showing their support for these two women.
The crowd goes crazy because they appreciate the high-level grappling that these two women just exhibited for them.
Sniff that one out as she blocks the kick. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Excellent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. 4th round of a possible 5 is now underway, and now is the time, DC, where the endurance, the cardio, and the overall skills of these women figures to be tested.
Yes, both of them will be tested on the skill level, but also the mental level, the emotional level. It takes a lot to get through round 4 and 5, and both of these women are going to have to ace the test.
Well, a shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive hit.
We might get a stoppage here. Well, Namajunas' attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out.
All right, so domination on one side, desperation on the other. She doesn't look anything like the woman that walked out here to start.
Oh, floor attack, yup.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, tremendous escape by her there.
Beautiful submission defense on display by this young lady.
Well, submission offense is somewhat of a lost art in modern-day MMA, but she knows what she's doing, and yet the defensive fighter continues to thwart her.
Especially off your back. She's so good off of her back that she's giving herself a chance to get these submissions. But her opponent is so gifted defensively. She's so responsible. She's doing a great job of just staying safe every time her opponent tries to submit.
All right, stacked guard for her now. What would you tell the top fighter here in terms of trying to avoid the escape?
Well, you got to start attacking the feet now. Now you got to start shoving those feet towards the ground, pass them through the middle, or just grab them and pull them up. If you pull them up, right, you don't want the bottom fighter to get the legs extended into you because then it pushes you away. But if you can grab the feet and you pull them up, now you just lead with your knee to take side control.
Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Namajunas. "30 seconds to go here.
She gets to the single collar's eye. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on our opponent.
Namajunas' nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Making all these shots count. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, there's the end of the round. We told you off the top she has huge fight-stopping power. 2 knockdowns in the round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands. The best shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
All right, let's see if she can get back to the hook here. Of course, she'll need a setup here, work off of the jab, and punctuate her combination with that patented hook. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without it. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yeah, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
All right, so she landed the strike there. That's the good news. Bad news, though, it just didn't do. Oh, big diving punch lands up top. Under 3 minutes remain in this fifth and final round. Pretty solid kick by her there. All right, so a lot of swelling on her now. The referee is monitoring things closely, but if she doesn't adjust, she may be looking at a TKO loss due to a doctor stoppage.
And you know what? I think that would probably be the best case scenario. Because right now she has not shown an ability to change the way that this fight has been playing out. So at some point, she's either going to get stopped by TKO doctor stoppage or she's going to get put out completely. There it is again. Look at that.
Big shots here. All right, stacked guard here, DC. She's got the feet on the hips if she wants to escape.
Yeah, she's free. I mean, she's free. Once you get your feet on the hips, you're free. And she has done that. She has beaten the position. All she has to do now is extend her opponent away from her, kick her off, post her hand on the mat, just basic jiu-jitsu stand-up to get right back to fighting on her feet.
All right, late in the fight now, DC. The submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there.
You gotta get going. It does not matter if you get reversed from top. It does not matter if you get your guard pass. You gotta just start throwing up submissions and hope by causing action, you can latch onto something to end the fight.
30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Oh, uppercut. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Torres.
Well, there are few things as exciting in this sport as the crowning of a new UFC champion. Can DC get an invitation to the after party?
I mean, I'm just trying to show up, baby. I'm ready. I want to celebrate with the champ.